What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to do another project on my Slam C4 Corvette here. So it's not the most exciting project that we're going to be doing here on the channel, but either way it's got to get done. So I bought a brand new carpet kit for the rear of this thing. The original one is like the gray partied out 80s carpet that's seen better days. So we're going to get in the shop, take it all apart, pull it out, and then we're just going to get the new black stuff installed and get some nice before and after shots for you to see that interior transformation. So let's get started. All right, here you go. It's the inside view here. See how bad, disgusting this carpet is. Not sure what happened back here. So now we're gonna just get ahead and I'm gonna remove all these plastic trim pieces around here and the speaker covers, and then just start pulling all this stuff out of here. Okay, now I got everything out and you can see what it looks like with all the insulation underneath there, but all the main carpet section is out. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up the box with the new stuff and take a look at that. Also too, just a little tip if you're doing something like this, bag all your hardware, where screw goes where. It's so much better when you're going back together, even though it's a little bit of a nuisance, it's just worth it in the end. Okay, here we go. So this is the new carpet I got here. So I bought this from Corvette Mods. I've been using them recently for a lot of different stuff for both my Corvettes. They were actually really good. Shipping's pretty fast. And this is from like a third party. So we're gonna pull everything out here and just line it up with the old stuff to make sure if there's any holes that have to be put in or anything like that. This is the center section here. So I'm gonna pull all this out, and then I'm gonna get it laid out, and then we'll compare the two. All right, so here's everything laid out. Here are your sides in the rear, and then your main bottom carpet section, and then there's two pieces that go over the storage compartment, and then that's a piece that falls over that back shelf behind the rear seats. So a lot of this stuff does not have any of the speaker holes cut into them. So what I did is to lay on the old piece, and then you can just flip it around like that. And there you can do a template with a marker, outline that, and then just cut that up, and it'll be pretty accurate when you're putting it back in. So we're gonna start cutting that stuff out right now, and then we're gonna shop back to back, get all the dust out of there and the dirt. Okay, now I have the sides on the bench here. What I ended up doing, instead of using a marker, which I showed, I ended up dusting a little white spray paint on the back side of this with the other original piece to give a more accurate template of the speaker grill here and the holes, and then for the rear mount in the back as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end up using a razor blade knife because this aftermarket carpet is relatively thin and cuts easy. There are a couple old tricks that I've learned through the years for punching holes or cutting through. Some of the original carpet is a lot thicker and the material on the back is a lot thicker. But what you can do is you find an old socket that's the same size as your bolt holes, and you just heat it up with a torch till it's hot, and then you can just push it through either this side or this side, and it kind of burns the carpet in so you have a nice clean hole. This is going to be pretty easy to cut out with a razor blade knife because it's so thin. We're just going to go ahead and do that right now. You can see how easy that's cutting. I can tell you if this was the original GM carpet, it would be a lot harder to do. So we're gonna go ahead and cut this one, the other side, and get them laid up in the car. Okay, so I installed this rear section here that goes behind the seats. A couple little pointers here that I did was I removed, there's two screws here and then one down here just to give that a little bit of play. Same for the other side, but to access the other side, you have to unscrew this armrest lid here. And there's 5 Phillips screws right in there that I removed just so I could access right over here. And then the one back there as well. What I did notice with this carpet kit, this rear piece here, they give you extra here and you have to trim this to size. So it looks like you're gonna have to take almost 4 inches or so out of this just so you can tuck it back here and, you know, make it fit with the compartment door shut. So that's a little pointer there. So I'm gonna trim that out now. Okay, now I got both sides in here. I have everything kind of lined up. I ended up taking that center compartment piece out there just because the carpet gets tucked down in there, and it would just be a little bit nicer to take that out and trim everything to fit, which you're definitely gonna have to do if you use this carpet. They do have a lot of excess around the ends of it, so I was trimming all sorts of areas of it just to kind of get rid of the excess to make everything fit and get tucked up in there. So now I'm gonna put the center compartments back in there. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of trimming, and then I'm gonna lay that last piece of carpet in there. Okay, so I got the final piece in there at the bottom there, around the little compartment handles there. As I tighten them down, you can see it's kind of pulls on the carpet a little bit, so I'm gonna play around with that. And in each corner too, it comes with Velcro strips. The factory had Velcro in there too, so you can play around to get a final adjustment on that. So it's sitting in there pretty good now. And then I have the plastic retainer clips up top there. So yeah, all in all, it fits pretty good. I definitely had to trim a lot around the compartment there, and you have to trim around this rear latch piece here too to get it to fit up in there right. But you can use your old carpet as a template. It's what I did. It took a couple rough measurements off of it, and it seemed to work out pretty good. So now I'm gonna put all the trim back in this, and then we'll take a look at it when it's all finished. All right, here we go. It's all done now. So I'm just gonna kind of pan around here so you can take a good look. Turned out pretty nice. The fitment was actually pretty good for being an aftermarket carpet. Definitely had some trimming to do. And this bottom flat area definitely needs to be kind of smoothed out a little bit. So I'm gonna work on that a little bit more. But it turned out nice. All right, so that'll pretty much do it for today's video. So I know it wasn't the most exciting project out there, but everything can't be coilovers and turbos, unfortunately. So if you enjoyed the video, press like, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.